Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm glad you've joined us for our Chair Yoga Advanced series. This series will build on the groundwork we developed in our beginner and intermediate series. We'll continue to focus on form and technique as we build into more challenging poses. So just note that at the start of each class, we'll warm up kind of similar to what we did in the beginner series. And let's get started. Okay, we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair. We're going to move forward so that we're not leaning back. Ground those feet to the floor. Think about having both feet equally weighted on the floor. Ground your sits bones to the chair. Same idea, equal weight on both sides. Hands are going to rest lightly on the thighs. We'll flip our palms up to the ceiling. Lift your heart. Pull your shoulders down out of the ears. Close your eyes. And breathe your natural breath. Now let's begin to elongate the breath. We're going to inhale a little more deeply. Exhale a little more completely. Now let's move that breath down into the diaphragm, that belly breath. As we inhale, the belly extends. And as we exhale, actively pull the belly button towards the spine, pushing the air up and out of the lungs. Do that again, a couple more times at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands down to your thighs and open your eyes. Okay, we're going to bring our hands back behind our head. Extend your thumbs down, okay? So the hands are behind the head. The thumbs are extended down. And we're just going to give our little massage to that neck. Now, we're going to drop our chin. Let your elbows come forward and then down towards your lap. Just a little stretch here for the back of that neck. Drop the hands to your lap. Lift your head up. Let's do that again. Hands behind the head. Extend those thumbs, right? Lifting up, stretching through the crown of the head to the ceiling. Give yourself a little massage with those thumbs. Drop that chin. Elbows towards the floor. Feel the stretch. Release, lift up. Let's do it one more time. Does that feel good? Back of the neck stretching, right? Up we go. Give yourself that lift, right? Extend that spine to the ceiling. Massage your neck if you wish. Drop the chin, elbows forward. Let the head fall. Now, I'm not pulling on the head, but the weight of my hands and my elbows are giving the back of my neck a little more stretch. Let's drop the hands to the lap. Go ahead and look up. Moving into pelvic tilts. Hip tips are going to rock towards your shoulders, okay? So I don't know if you can see what's happening there. Let me turn a little bit to the side. See what's happening there? Hip tips to shoulders are really kind of rounding. And now I'm going to move those hip tips to my knees. And there I am lifting. Let's do that again. Hip tips to shoulders. Just a movement in that spine. Hip tips to knees. And we're going to do that one more time. Hip tips to shoulders. We'll do hip tips to knees. And release. That feel pretty good? A little movement in that spine. See, we're going to move into a mountain pose. So our arms are going to come down by our side and we're going to spread our fingers wide. Pressing those fingertips down towards the floor, lifting the chest. Shoulders stay down out of the ears. Let's come to those goalpost arms. We're going to squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us. Now, I want you to take your left arm and I want you to rotate it around. And so you're just trying to touch your opposite hand. Then we're going to bring that arm open. And then we're going to come and we're going to go the other side. And we're going to come open. Now we're going to extend our mountain up to the ceiling. Stretching up, stretching up, stretching up. Come back to those goalpost arms. We're going to bring an arm across. And center. Let's come across the other side. And center. And we're going to bring those arms down. I want to do that one more time. Mountain pose. Here we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. Shoulders are down out of the ears. Belly is tight. Goalpost arm squeeze. Here we go. Bring one arm across. It doesn't matter which one. And open it up. Across. And open. Extend your arms to the ceiling. Shoulders down. Belly tight. Back we go. One more time. Cross. Open. Cross. Open. And release. We're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it. We're moving into a crescent lunge. One knee is going to face me and one knee is going to face the wall beside you. Take just a moment to feel the inner thigh stretch. Now we're going to drop this knee down towards the floor and let it just fall straight down. Okay, so we're warming things up a little bit. So just let that leg fall straight down. You'll feel the stretch in the hip flexor and the quadricep. If you want to look over your front knee, that's fine. Relax that, and then let's do that again. And let's relax it, and we're going to do it one more time. And just engaging the stretch a little bit, right? And release. Okay, let's face forward. That same leg is going to extend in front of us, our toes to the ceiling. We'll lengthen through the spine and let the heart fall forward. I want you to look out beyond your toes. Pyramid pose. Let's roll it up into seated, and we'll do that one more time. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, down we go. One more breath. And roll it up. Okay, let's bend that knee and put that foot on the floor. We're going to do the other side now. So here we go. That knee opens. So you've got one knee facing me, one knee facing the wall. Just take a moment here. Feel a little inner thigh stretch. Okay, let's drop that knee down, moving into our crescent lunge. So that knee drops straight down. We're feeling our quadricep hip flexor stretch here, beginning to warm things up a little bit. Relax, and let's do that again. Relax, and we'll do it one more time. And relax. Go ahead and face forward. We'll extend that right leg out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Nice long spine on the inhale. Exhale, keep the back flat as you let that heart fall forward. Pyramid pose. We're going to roll it up to seated, and let's do that one more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. And roll it up. Okay. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into gate pose. We're going to move to the right side of our chair and back, okay? So you've got one leg on, and then we're going to extend that other leg out to the side. You'll be on the edge of your foot, so the foot is flexed and you're up on the edge. Okay, so take a moment here, feel that stretch happening. Try not to lean this way, try not to compensate. We want those ribs to be right up to the center. You're going to hold that chair with that left hand, okay? Right arm is going to extend to the ceiling. Now we're going to open our gate. So all you do is you bend your supporting elbow and lean. So there's that open gate. Feels good. Now we're going to bring that hand back to that extended leg. Let go of the chair. Extend that arm to the ceiling. And then we're going to close our gate. Place your hand on the chair. Opposite arm extends. And we're going to open our gate. Hand back to the leg. Opposite arm extends. And we're going to close our gate. One more time. Arm extends. Open. You feel that sideways doing its thing. I know. And up we go. Opposite arm. Let's close that gate. Bring your hand back down. We'll bring those legs forward and take just a moment. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to move to the left side of our chair and back. Okay, this leg is on. The opposite leg is extended out to the side. Take a moment. Let your body kind of react to this movement. Feeling that inner thigh working. Bending the knee is fine, right? If you need to. If you don't need to, don't. So we want to get that entire leg working. But if you need to bend it because you're getting cramps up here, I understand and it's okay. Okay, we're going to hold that chair to begin with. Opposite arm extends. Bend your supporting elbow as you open your gate. Arm is going to come to the extended leg. Opposite arm extends to the ceiling. And we're going to close our gate. Hand to the chair. Extend. Open. Oh yeah, feel that sideways stretching. Hand to the leg. Opposite arm extends. Close your gate. Let's do one more. Hand to the chair. Opposite arm extends. Open up that gate. Back we go. Last one. We're going to close that gate. Last one before we add on. All right, let's come forward. Okay, so we do have one add-on to that series. So we're going to do that whole series again. And then the final add-on is we're going to move into our half moon, seated half moon, by lifting that leg up. You'll see. Okay, so here we go. Let's move to the right side of our chair and back. Extend that leg out. Hold that chair, opposite arm extends. We're going to open that gate. Hand to the leg, opposite arm extends. Close your gate. Hand to the chair, opposite arm extends. Open your gate. Move through it again. All right, the add-on is coming. Ready? Hand to the chair, opposite arm extends. We're going to open our gate. Then I just want you to lift that right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Put the leg back down and release. My leg was shaking. Was yours? It was shaky. It was good though. I mean, in a good way. I felt good. All right, let's do the other side. I feel like I was working, which it was. Extend that left leg out. Hand on the chair. Oops, I got to adjust just a little bit. There we go. All right, ready? Here we go. Extend. We're going to open the gate. Hand to the chair. Opposite arm extends. We're going to close our gate. Hand to the chair. Other arm extends. Open that gate. Let's close it. Okay, are we ready for our half moon? Right hand to the chair. Left arm extends. We're going to open our gate and then we're going to lift that leg up for 3, 2, 1. Come back down. And release. Okay, a little inner and outer thigh work there on that one. And side waist. Humble warrior. So we're going to move into a warrior 1. And then the humble warrior is our hands come behind our back and we press our knuckles down and lift our heart. Now, the first version of this one will begin to let our heart fall forward. And we're just going to leave our hands and let them rest on our back. Then we'll add on and we'll lift those arms up. So I don't want you to overdo those shoulders. So you really got to pay attention to your body. So just because I'm showing something and I'm adding on and I'm doing it doesn't mean that it's right for your body. Okay, so you've got to really pay attention in our humble warriors to your own shoulders. I have super healthy shoulders, so it works well for me, but I know that doesn't work well for everybody. Okay, but the beginning part we can all do together. So let's take that right knee and open it. Now, we're going to leave our legs at this 90 degrees. I don't know if you noticed, but I moved just a little bit forward. I'm pretty short, so I want my feet to touch the floor. So I tend to be towards the edge of my chair always anyway, but it's just helpful in this particular series for sure. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to come into a warrior one. So I'm just going to rotate upper body only to face my this left leg. I mean, the right leg. So it's forward. This knee is going to be, this inner thigh is going to be really involved here. You'll feel it. Okay. So I've rotated the upper body to face my right, to the right side. Now I'm going to bring my arms back behind. No, let's not do that yet. Let's not do that yet. Let's bring our arms to the ceiling. All right, arms to the ceiling. Bring your pinky fingers in and your thumbs out and lift your chin just a little bit. We have one more breath here. Let's bring those hands down and let's go ahead and bring that leg in. Okay, I want to do the other side before we add the humble part. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring that left knee open. So you've got legs at 90 degrees. It's a little different. Sometimes we do warrior one with our knee dropping down. Today we're going to do it with our knees open, our 90-degree legs. Okay, upper body only. Remember, rotate. So this knee needs to stay open. Now I'm facing over my left knee. I'm going to bring my arms up to the ceiling. Pinky fingers in, thumbs out. Lift your chin. Feel the stretch. One more breath. Arms back parallel to one another. Bring the hands down and bring that leg in. Okay, so were you able to keep those legs open? I know that it's a lot. I get it. It's an advanced series. That's what we're building into those more advanced movements. Okay, so sometimes all that means is just a different way that we're stretching, which can be more challenging. All right, so let's take that right knee and open it again. We're going to keep those legs in that 90 degrees. We're not going to drop this knee down like we often do in Warrior One. Okay, rotate those ribs towards that right leg. We'll bring those arms up to the ceiling. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring those arms back behind us. Interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles down towards the chair, okay? Your heart is lifting. And we're going to let that heart fall forward. Keep your hands on the back of your leg, and your back, right? So we're not lifting those arms up yet. So I don't know about you, but I feel all kinds of things stretching here. I feel my back, my side waist, my inner thigh. My shoulders are squeezed behind, so I've got some upper back stretching going on. One more breath. Lift your upper back, lift back up, relax the hands, and bring that knee forward. Did y'all feel all of that stretching? Lots of stuff going on in that one. Let's do the other side, and then we'll do that final add-on. Okay, so get your legs set. Upper body only is going to rotate towards the left knee. We're going to bring those arms up to the ceiling to start with. Now, bring your hands back around behind you. Interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles down. Lift your heart. Just let your heart fall forward. Keep the hands on the back. So we're not lifting those arms behind us. One more breath. Go ahead and lift up. Relax those hands and bring those legs forward. Okay, so the final version of that, we're going to do the exact same thing. Our hands will be behind our back, pushing the knuckles down. We'll lift forward and we'll lean forward, and then those hands will lift up behind us. It's significant. You'll feel it, and do it if it works, okay? This is one of those that, you see somebody doing that, you're like, there's nothing to that one. Until you do it, and then you'll see the difference. All right, right knee opens. All right, are we ready? Rotate the ribs to the right side. Bring the hands to the ceiling. Now, we're going to bring our hands back behind us. Interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles down. See how my heart's lifting? Shoulders are back, squeezing. Now, as I come forward, instead of letting my hands stay on my back, I'm going to lift them up behind me. Humble warrior one. For 3, 2, 1. Drop your hands first. Lift your heart second. Bring the knees forward third. Let's do the other side. Knee opens. Rotate the ribs. Hands to the ceiling. Bring the hands behind your back. Interlace fingers. Push your knuckles down. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind. Let your heart fall forward. Hands lift up behind your back. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the hands first. Lift the heart second. Bring the knee forward third. All right. Good job. Moving into a sun salutation B. My feet are on the floor. My sits bones are going to stay grounded to that chair. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to make a big circle with those arms. We'll come up to that extended mountain and we'll bring our hands to our heart. We'll come back up to that extended mountain. We'll make a big circle around. Bring our hands back to heart. Let's do that again. Big circle up and around. Extend your mountain. Bring your hands to heart. We're going to come back to that extended mountain. We'll move into a forward salute with airplane arms. So let your chest fall just a little bit forward. Your fingertips are pressing back where the wall and the floor meet. Your head is pressing forward where the ceiling and the wall meet, stretching through the spine. One more breath here. Let's come back to hands to heart. And we'll do that just like that again. Big circle up we go. We're going to extend that mountain and we'll bring our hands to heart. Let's come back up into extended mountain. We'll dive forward. Forward salute with airplane arms. Stretch through that spine. And bring hands to heart. Adding on. Big circle up we go. Bring those hands to heart. Back up we go. Dive forward. Let's do a supported forward fold. Forearms on thighs. Let the heart fall forward. Bring the arms out and around, back up to that extended mountain, and bring those hands to heart. Back to your extended mountain. Forward salute with airplane arms. We're going to stretch through. Supported forward fold. Let that heart fall forward. Reverse swan dive all the way back up to that extended mountain and bring those hands to heart. Okay, very well done. Now, we're going to add a chair pose to that. So in our chair pose, you want to make sure your feet are back. They're not too far forward. You still want the knees behind the toes, but you want those feet to be back a little bit. Remember, abdominals are engaged here. We'll have our hands at heart and we'll come into our chair pose. Now, if you don't want to lift your hips and you want to act like you're getting out of the chair, that's fine. I'm not going to cue that. I'm not going to go through that series, but I'm just showing you right now. If you want to just stay here, act like you're going to get out of the chair, but don't, that's an absolutely fine alternative. Okay, bring the hands to the heart. Here we go. Reverse swan dive, up we go. Extend your mountain, bring your hands to heart, adding that breath if you want to. Up we go on that inhale, and then down we go on that exhale. Forward salute. Let's come to that supported forward fold. Let that heart fall forward. Add your breath here. Inhale, hands to heart, chair pose. So now in my chair pose, my knees are behind my toes. My hips are pushing back. We're going to revolve our chair pose. Now we're going to come center and we'll revolve our chair pose the other direction. And we'll come center and we're going to have a seat. Reverse swan dive, up we go. Extend your mountain, bring your hands to heart. Back up we go to extended mountain, forward salute airplane arms. We're going to stretch through that spine. We'll come into our supported forward fold. We'll bring our hands to our heart. We'll press up into our chair pose. We're going to revolve that chair pose. And we're going to come center. And we're going to revolve that chair pose. And we'll come center. We'll have a seat. Do it again. Up we go. We're going to add a little extra on. Hands to heart. Back up we go. Forward salute airplane arms. Stretching through. Supported forward fold. Let the heart fall. Chair pose. Now we're going to revolve our chair pose to the right. And then I want you to take your left arm. Bring it down by your outside of that right leg. And then you're going to revolve open. Bring your hands back to heart. Take your, come back center. And then we're going to revolve the other direction. Bottom hand comes to the outer edge of that outer leg. Opposite arm extends up. Bring your hands back to heart. Come back to chair pose. Have a seat. One more time. This is it. Up we go. Bring your hands to heart. Up we go. Forward salute airplane arms. Supported forward fold. Hands to heart. Chair pose. Now we're going to revolve our chair pose. And we're going to open our wingspan. Feel that stretch. Make sure this knee doesn't come forward. This knee has to stay back. I want the rotation to happen right at the ribs. Hands to heart. Rotate center. Rotate the other way. Open your wingspan. Hands to heart. Come back center and have a seat. All right. Let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move into eagle pose. We're going to take our right knee and we're going to cross it on top. So you've got knee to knee. Now remember, you can always do ankle to ankle if that feels better for you. I'm moving a little bit further forward in my chair. I felt like I needed to move forward. Okay, so crossing my legs knee to knee. Now I'm going to bring my arms out to the side. Palms are facing up. I'm going to come across, my left arm is going to be on top. So I'm going to try to stack elbow on top of elbow. We're going to bounce 3 times. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Now I'm going to bend at the elbows and hug myself. And I'm going to lift my elbows up to where they're parallel to the mat. Rotate to the right. Come center. Rotate to the left, center, drop the elbows down, center, lift the elbows up, center, unravel the arms, unravel the legs. How did that feel? Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So my left knee is on top now, or ankle to ankle. Bring those arms out, palms are facing up. Right arm on top, elbow stacks on top of elbow. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bend at the elbows, hug yourselves. Lift the elbows up to where they're parallel to the mat. Rotate to the left. Center. Rotate to the right. Center. Elbows down, center, elbows lift, center, unravel the arms, and unravel the legs. Now, there's one more add-on that we're going to do to that one, and it's going to be the arms only. So the legs are going to stay the same. So if you like the ankle to ankle, do that. If you want to cross knee to knee, do that, okay? Now, this is a pretty significant add-on. So remember, you've got that same version that we just did if you prefer it. But if you're with me, we're going to bring those forearms parallel to one another. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this left hand and I'm just going to stack it on top. Did you see what I did there? I just stacked it on top. So now I've got the backs of my hands together or the fronts of my hands together. Now, if the fronts of your hands are together, you see how I'm done there with my palms? Your wrists need to stay straight. So if you're getting there and your wrists are all weird for you to be able to get that in that position, then just bring the backs of palms together. Okay, pick your hand position. Now, everybody lift your arms up, forearms away from your face. Do you feel that? Wow, right? What a stretch. Here we go. We're going to rotate to the right. Keep your hips and your knees forward. Rotate center. Rotate to the left. Center. Drop those arms down. Center. Lift those arms up. Center. Unravel the arms. Wow. And unravel the legs. Do you feel that? Okay. The other side. Let's drop and put that other knee on top. Here we go. Those forearms are parallel to one another. Now this is the hand. It's just going to stack on top. Backs of palms are together or fronts of palms. Either is fine. Lift and forearms away from the face. Are we ready? Let's go to the left first. And center. Go to the right. Center. Drop those arms down. Center. Lift the arms up. Center. Unravel the arms and unravel those legs. You want to roll the shoulders a little bit? I do. Let's do that. And reverse it. We're going to move into a straddled forward fold. This version, we're going to go ahead and sit way back in our chair so that the seat of our chair is between our legs. So take just a moment, feeling that inner thigh stretching here. We're going to keep our hands right here on the chair, but we're going to begin to let our heart fall a little bit. So you're going to feel inner groin stretch, inner thigh stretch. I even feel a little bit in the backs of my hips, okay? Do y'all feel that? All right, just a nice gentle stretch here. Now, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to bring it to the center of the chair, and I want you to rotate that left arm open towards the ceiling. Don't overextend the shoulder. So this isn't how far can I get that shoulder up. Keep the shoulders in alignment. Keep that arm in alignment with the chest, if that makes sense. Okay, and then we're going to bring that hand down to our chair. One cue on that, let's go ahead and revolve the other way. If you'll just leave your elbow bent, it tends to keep that shoulder more in alignment. So I kind of like to keep my elbow bent. And let's bring that hand down. And let's go ahead and come up to seated. I want you to bring those legs forward and I'll check in and see how you're feeling. Okay, because we're building from there. That's our first position. This is an advanced class, right? So this is, we're just moving straight into things. Okay, so now let's go ahead and come back into that, that leg extension here. The seat of the chair is between our legs. We're going to come forward onto our forearms. Your palms are going to be facing one another. Bring your left palm or forearm to the center, and we're just going to rotate that arm up. Let's keep that elbow bent again. I really like that, to keep that shoulder in alignment. And then we're going to bring that forearm down, and we're going to revolve the other way. Let's bring that hand down. Let's do it one more time. Revolve. Revolving our straddle forward fold. Down we go, and we're going to revolve the other way. All right, here we are. If you need a little break, go ahead and take a break. But if you're with me, here we go. Hands to the floor. Moving on down. Now, I'm keeping my head lifted. I'm not letting my head fall, right? So my head stays above my heart. I'm feeling that stretch first. Put the right hand right under your face. Rotate open to the left. Down we go. Put that left hand on the mat and then rotate open the other direction. Here we go. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Rotate. And down. Other side. Rotate. And down. Now, as you come up nice and slow, let's put our hands on our chair. All right. Roll it up very slowly. We're in a little bit of an inversion there, weren't we? Let's bring our legs forward and release. The next pose we're going to do is actually a little series where we're going to call kicking the ball. And it's a way to really think about keeping our abdominals, our core engaged. So we're going to lift our right leg and place our hands underneath it. Okay? Then we're going to flex our foot. We'll extend our leg out. Then we'll bend the knee and we'll put that foot on the floor. Now let's do the other side. So hands are going under the thigh. We're lifting that leg up. We'll flex the foot and we'll extend and bend and put that foot down. Okay, let's do that one more time. Lift it up. You're holding under that thigh. Flex the foot. We're going to extend that leg out. Don't lean back. Keep your abdominals engaged. Bend the knee and put the foot on the floor. And let's do it again on the other side. It's lift, flex, extend, bend, and down. Okay, so that's a really good version. Now, the next version is we're going to hold our chair. So same idea. Let's go ahead and start on that right side. Lift, flex, extend, bend, down. Other side. Lift, flex, extend, bend, down. One more. Lift, flex, extend, bend, down. Lift, flex, extend, bend, down. Okay, now the final add-on, you remember you've got the version where you're holding under the leg. You've got the version where you're holding the chair. Now we're going to do the version where we're just our hands. Now, if you will, I like to flip my palms to the ceiling. It really helps me think about lifting through my chest, keeping my abdominals engaged, right? So when I'm kind of here, it's not the same feeling as when I'm here. Are we ready? Let's do it. Lift, flex, extend. You feel the difference? Bend, down. Lift, flex, extend, bend, down. Again, lift, flex, extend. Is your belly tight? Bend, down, lift, flex, extend, bend, down, and release. We're going to move into a crescent lunge with an add-on. So we're going to take that right knee and open it. We'll drop our left knee to the floor. We'll push our foot back. Think about back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Now we're going to bring our arms to goalpost arms and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us. Lift that chin slightly. Bring the arms to the ceiling. We're going to hinge out over that front leg. Pull your belly in. Hands back to the ceiling. Goalpost arms again. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. Bring the hands down to the thigh. Release that and face forward. Okay, we're going to do that again. So let's go ahead on the other side. Let's bring that knee out to the side and we're going to drop that opposite knee. So think about pressing that leg back a little bit, okay? We're going to come to those goalpost arms. We'll squeeze our shoulder blades back behind. Lift your chin slightly. Fingertips to the ceiling. We're going to hinge out over our front leg. We'll bring those arms back up. Come back to those goalpost arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind. One more breath. Bring your hands down to your lap and face forward. Okay. The next add-on is pretty significant, so I'm going to let you decide if you want to do it or not, but let's go ahead and start. We'll get that knee open and we'll drop this knee down. Now I want you to come way to the edge of your chair because what's going to happen is your right hand is going to stay on that chair, but we're going to slip our hips off. Okay? So find your position, find your balance, belly tight. Okay, are we ready? We're going to come, let go of the chair, and squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. Lift your hands to the ceiling. Pull your belly in. Extend your arms out over that front leg. Lift your hands back up to the ceiling. GoHPO arms. Hands back to the ceiling. Put your right hand on the chair. Slip your hips back on the chair. Face forward. How'd you feel on that one? Okay? All right, let's do the other side. I know, I told you it was quite an add-on, didn't I? Open it up. Drop this knee down. Remember, we're going to slide to the edge of our chair to start with. Now, your left hand is going to stay in that chair just for a moment. Kind of get everything set. Feel that stretch here. Slip those hips off if you want. Get your balance. Okay, let's bring hands to heart. And GoHPO arms. Lift that chin up. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind. Hands to the ceiling. Hinge out over that front leg. I know. I feel it too. Hands back to the ceiling. GoHPO arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind. Lift that chin. One more breath. Hand to the chair. Slip the hips back on the chair. And face forward. Let's grab a sip of water. Okay, so we're going to move into a crescent lunge. We're going to take our right knee and open it. So you've got one knee facing me and one knee facing the right wall. Okay, so take just a moment here. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Now, we're going to drop that left knee down towards the floor, and we're going to push our foot back behind us. So think about back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Feeling the stretch on the front side of that leg. Heart is lifted. Let's release it. Let's engage that leg again. Nice stretch here. And release it and do it one more time. All right, let's face forward. We'll extend that same leg out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. Inhale, we'll extend the spine. Exhale, hands on thighs. Let that heart fall forward. Look out beyond your foot. And then roll it up into seated. Let's do it again. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down we go. If you want to add that breath. And up we go. Let's do it one more time. Extend. Down we go. Feel that stretch. And roll it up to seated. Okay, let's do the other side. Knee opens. Let's hang out here for just a moment. Feeling those little bit of inner thigh stretch. Okay, now let's drop that right knee down. Remember, pushing the foot back, lifting the heart, back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch. And release. And let's do that again. Back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Heart lifts. And release. Let's do that one more time. And release. Okay, let's go ahead and face forward. Extend that right leg out in front of you, toes to the ceiling. We'll inhale, extend, and then exhale down. Back is flat. We're looking out beyond our toes, keeping that heart lifted. Roll it up to seated. Let's do that again. And roll it up. One more time. We've got this. Up we go. And down. And roll it out. All right. Shavasana pose. Resting pose. Hands are going to rest lightly on the thighs. Flip the palms to the ceiling. Let's take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, close the eyes.
Discretionary time. After fulfilling the necessary tasks and obligations, consider how you're making use of your discretionary time. Look for activities and priorities that enhance and affirm your life, and all of life. It's simple to know whether you're being productive or not based on the results you obtain. It's a good bit more subjective to determine whether you're creating genuine fulfillment in your life. Nonetheless, years of experience have shown you what adds meaningful substance to your existence and what doesn't. Pay attention, and with your discretionary time, do more of whatever injects real richness into your world. What was enjoyable before is usually enjoyable again. But be careful not to get into such a pleasant, comfortable rut that the joy loses all its essence. Deepen your fulfillment by expanding the territory in which you experience it. Make life's goodness even more valuable by using it to bring new goodness into being. With the time that's yours to schedule and utilize, enrich your life and the lives around you. Live life at its best by continuing to make it even better.
Take a deep breath in, full breath out. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for participating today. Keep showing up, like the video, leave a comment, click subscribe, and consider joining the membership channel for ad-free classes and other perks. And I'll see you next time.